Kirkcudbright 61 in the summer. And to understand the whole situation in Scotland at that time, I'm afraid I'm going to give you a history lesson going back to 1603.
Interesting.
She's heard it before, she knows it. When our good King James VI was invited to become King James I of England as well, and he went south. Wheesht, woman, know your place. Right, 1603, our king went south to London with a promise that he would return every 3 years. Well, he lived for 24 years and he returned once in 1617. So by the time he died in 16, the folk in Scotland had really gone off the monarchy and were looking more to their kirk as their identity. Now, I have to digress into kirk politics. Anglican Church, Church of England, south of the border. The king was head governor, archbishops, bishops, clergy, people. Pyramid. No further than this, because I won't let you. Sorry. Don't move beyond there for a minute. Right, Maggie.
This is what is called the Michaelette, which was the entrance to the town. Because in those days, there was a wall. And if we were in danger, we could shut the gates and be safe in here. Now, the town was L-shaped in those days. Down here, along there. And it was a gravel rise that stood up a wee bit, which meant that it drained well. And it was good for building on. And if you lived just on the edge of the gravel rise, you were fine. The further away you got from the gravel rise, the wetter, the damper, the marshier. Because at high tide, this was practically an island. There was the water out there and a river, and it came all the way around. It was practically, very nearly an island at high tide.
For the centuries, the one we are concerned with was built in 1590, because we are in 1651. And I just happen to have a document about that. The Town Council instructs Mr. Herbert Gledstane that the new Michaelette shall be made in this wise. It shall be made in stone and laid with lime. It shall have battlements. No cheap job, this. Its walls shall be as wide as its funds and as thick as the walls of the harbour. It is to be built as tall as the height that a man on horseback with his arms stretched above his head can just touch the peen-stane o' the arch. Now, I forgot my horse tonight, but this'll do, so it was about that height. Right.
You keep on your wee bit, please.
Right, what have we got here? Hold it there, you lot. What is this? An invading army. Did you not hear the curfew bell? You can't get the gates are shut. The gates are shut. And I'll let you come in if you just give me a wee shilling. Where's got the shilling for me? You got the shilling? I want a wee bit business with these guys. I need a shilling off.
You're supposed to be the tune here in the gate. That's how you're supposed to be doing. It's a tall bush for you.
I need a shilling off these guys. Got it good for
Oh, pay no heed to him.
Oh, the terrible man. Eyes here.
Oh well, I will. But first, all you ladies, try and imagine that you're in the 17th century. So I'm what you'd call a midwife. And I have very special duties and responsibilities. And I need a special licence, which I've got with me.
Oh, good. That's good.
I have to make sure that I record all the births of all the new children to the curate so that he can baptise all these new babies. So I've got to be able to write and to read. Not everybody can do that.
No.
17th century. I've got a few special duties that I'll just tell you about. I have that I don't just help all the rich families, that I help all the poor people as well.
Aye.
I do.
And for my unkempt appearance, I'm due for my annual haircut next month, whether I need one or not. This gentleman represents one of the Hale 6 incorporated trades of Kirkcudbright. The trades they represent are the clothers, the tailors, the weavers, the shoemakers, the square men, and the hammermen and glovers. Each trade appoints a wise man as a spokesperson, a deacon. The deacons in turn pick, select, an even wiser man to be their convener. I am he.
This woman here, Catherine McBurney,
Oh, no.
you're a perverse and fallen old woman.
No.
Do the bairns you suckle know their fathers? You claim to be a midwife.
I am.
You practice your wickedness as a midwife, but who licensed you to do that? And what's your qualifications?
I've got it. I've got it here, look.
Never a child you bring into the world is brought to me for baptism,
I do.
because their mothers are harlots,
Oh, but I do.
same as you.
Oh, I'm not. Oh.
What child could be safe with such a wife as Satan? You've seen her, and you've seen her black cat, and when it's no writhing round her legs,
No.
it's
No, dear.
wandering round the town, spying out her next victim. And you've seen her wandering in, I'll not touch them, wandering in the woods, collecting her herbs and her wild flowers and her berries for her satanic potions. She claims she makes people well.
I don't.
But what's the cost to their soul?
Welcome to the herb garden. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. You know, long ago, herbs were really medicinal things, and we were looked upon as witches. Do you want to come forward? You, the younger ones, just come forward. We grew lavender, thyme, coriander, and we made mead, as we've got to keep this one under the influence.
I like
Watch your men.
it. That Annie Penny's no a good woman.
No, just watch your men. Just keep a hold of them, because you know what she's like. Well, we know what she's like.
He's now charged with being...
Hey you, this is my crowd. They owe me money. You can't come in without paying the money. I need some money off you guys. Hey, I need some money.
Put him in the stocks. Put him in the stocks. Has he been a bad boy? What should we do with him?
What have you got to say for yourself, Campbell?
It wasn't me.
Listen, this has been happening with increasing frequency. Now, I've got a choice here. Either I put you in the stocks for 7 days and be pelted with soggy sponges, or you can go in the deepest, darkest dungeon in the toll booth for 7 days.
I'm there.
What's wait a minute. I think the good people of Kirkcudbright should decide where you're going to go. What is it going to be, good people, stocks or the dungeon?
Into the stocks, you come. One come out.
Come in.
Into the stocks.
Don't you don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you.
last for a long time.
Go on, Jack. Go get smashed.
One more time, cleaner. A long time since he's a bat, I think. One more, that's it.
You're too big.
Roof. But if it rained, the rain came in, mixed with the ash, and everything turned a delightful colour of dirty grey. If you lived in these houses, you wouldn't have much furniture. On the whole, it would be a big stone that you would use for a chair to sit on. A mattress would be on the floor and it would be straw, filled with straw. And in amongst the straw would be all the bugs. And you would be itching and scratching. Fleas and bed bugs and head lice, the lot. And
You'll have to speak to my father. He knows what's best for me.
Right, I'll do that tomorrow. But would you mind if you gave me a kiss just now?
Indeed, I would mind. Someone might see and then I would be talked about. No!
Come on, my good woman. This is the best cloth you will get anywhere. I am supplied by the best supplier in Edinburgh. Superb quality. Look, look.
Oh, they saw you coming.
Oh,
They sold
no.
you the scrap ends, you.
Look, what colour are you after?
Now, you know I've got wains to dress. This wouldn't last 5 minutes in that back.
That's perfect.
And my man's been called up to be a soldier. And I need to make him a greatcoat and a cassock to keep him warm.
So what colour are you after?
I want it black, but you've named nothing. Is that meant to be black?
No, wait. How
Your
about
dye's
this,
rubbish, you see. You wash that and it'll be white the morning.
This grey one, this
Well, look at the
this is
state
grey.
of that. That's what he's trying to sell me. You're a scoundrel, son. You're a bloody... Oh, that's what it is. A scoundrel.
What's going on here?
Look at
What's going on here,
He's
mister?
trying to sell me that as good material. Look at it. Oh, it's rubbish.
Friends, I am a man full of joy and full of sadness. My joy comes from this book. From it, I have learned to think, to ask questions, to wonder at God's creation.
Oh dear.
Sir, please, I'm trying to educate these fine people.
Now then. What for is this troop of idlers and ne'er-do-wells, wastrels, vagabonds, wandering about the streets of Kirkcudbright? Aye, strumming about like Kai in the cause in Scotland. Dangerous times. Every man must be prepared to make his own decision and back it up with his life if need be.
There you are. I have been this past hour looking. Have you seen her on your travels?
no, my lady, I haven't.
Oh, I worry about that girl. She's too pretty for her own good. And sons like the ones you have, far too handsome. I do hope.
Good lads.
I do hope they have not tempted her to the alehouse.
Oh, no.
I need her to pack. I wish to leave this place. I have been a long time in Kirkcudbright, and I do not like it.
Don't be shy.
Come on, you look like you want a good time. I need somebody to go to a tippling house with. You'll come with me, won't you?
Aye.
Oh, right. Come up here and I'll about the different types of drinking establishments that could be found in 17th century Kirkcudbright. So, we could go to a tavern, just like your normal everyday pub. You can get food and drink. Or we could go to an ale house. That's got rooms as well. There's also an inn, which has all that and entertainment. Which one do you think you fancy?
I think the third one.
The third one, okay.
Trollop in your midst. How often do I need to warn you about her? Every Friday night you see her outside the alehouses, preying on the poor labourers, stealing from them what wages they've kept from the innkeepers. leading them on with our saucy charms, luring them away from the paths of decency. Hey, for her and our sisters in sin, tolerate no more such a corruption in your midst. Your mortal souls are in danger. Get to the church and take heed to yourselves before it's too late.